Chapter 2, The Skybreakers. The wind at altitude was colder than Kaelis expected. Not sharp like a blade, but constant, persistent, as if the sky itself was reminding him he no longer stood on solid ground. Edge Island was already a shrinking speck behind them, swallowed by drifting clouds. Kaelis didn't blink. If he blinked, it might disappear completely. The skyship cut cleanly through the ether current, its sails shimmering with soft, iridescent light. It wasn't a warship. It wasn't elegant. It looked lived in. Reinforced patches along the hull, mismatched plating, scars, alive.
You can let go of the railing,
Arcton Hale said evenly. Kaelis hadn't realized how tight he was gripping it. I'm fine.
You're shaking.
Kaelis loosened his grip, though he didn't step away. You kidnapped me. Arcton didn't rise to the accusation.
I removed you from imminent detainment.
That's not better. Arcton studied him for a moment, measuring.
You felt it, didn't you?
Kaelis hesitated. Yes.
The pulse.
He nodded once. Arcton's gaze shifted toward the glowing ether stream they were riding.
Then you understand why staying would have been dangerous. For you, and for them.
For who?
For your island.
Kaelis turned sharply. I stabilized it.
For now.
The words landed heavier than the wind. Before Kaelis could respond, boots sounded across the deck. He wasn't alone. 4 figures stood near the main mast, watching him openly. The first was tall and broad-shouldered, arms folded across a sleeveless crimson combat vest. Copper-red hair caught the light like embers. His golden eyes were unimpressed.
That's him?
He said flatly.
Rix.
Arcton warned. Rix didn't look away from Kaelis.
He doesn't look like someone who can tear anchors apart.
I didn't tear anything apart, Kaelis snapped. A quieter voice drifted from beside Rix.
No,
Said Seren Vale gently.
you didn't.
She stepped forward, braid of aqua-green hair resting over her shoulder. There was something steady about her presence, calming, like deep water that didn't need to prove its depth.
But you changed the current.
She added. Kaelis frowned. How would you know?
Because we felt it.
Another voice cut in, lighter, sharper. Zephyra Nyx leaned casually against a crate, violet eyes gleaming with curiosity.
The entire stream shifted, like someone tugged on a thread that shouldn't exist.
Mirith Kane stood a little apart from the others, coat stirring slightly in the wind. He hadn't spoken yet, but his gaze rested on Kaelis with quiet intensity, not suspicion. Assessment. Kaelis straightened under it. So what? He demanded. You felt something weird and decided to abduct me? Rick stepped closer, boots thudding against the deck.
We decided to stop the authority from locking you in a lab.
Kaelis faltered.
They would have studied you,
Seren said softly.
or silenced you.
Why? Kaelis asked, voice rising despite himself. What did I do? Arcton answered this time.
You resonated.
The word hung between them. Kaelis shook his head. That doesn't explain anything. Rix exhaled through his nose.
Great! He doesn't even know!
Then explain it, Kaelis shot back. Zephyra pushed off the crate.
Fine. Crash course. Most people have a pulse core. It's dormant. It sparks under stress sometimes. Flares, small projections, defensive bursts.
Rix flexed his gauntlet slightly. Faint red light flickered across the seams.
That's normal.
Zephyra continued.
You didn't spark. You synchronized.
Kaelis thought of the threads, the way the plaza had moved together, the way it hadn't felt like power, but harmony.
That's crest resonance.
Arcton said quietly.
And it hasn't appeared in a century.
The wind shifted. Kaelis looked from one face to another. And that's bad? Rix barked a humorless laugh.
It's catastrophic!
Serene's expression tightened at his tone, but she didn't contradict him.
Crestbearers don't just use ether.
Arcton continued.
They amplify it across others, across systems.
Kaelis swallowed. I saved people,
Yes,
Serene said.
you did.
And you destabilized an anchor.
Arcton finished. Kaelis' chest tightened. I didn't...
The anchor spiked the moment your resonance peaked.
Mireth said calmly. His voice was low, controlled.
The current bent around your output.
Kaelis stared at him. You make it sound like I'm a storm.
Not yet.
Mireth replied. That was worse. Silence settled over the deck. Below them, the veil. Below churned in distant shadow, clouds swirling in vast, slow spirals. Kaelis stepped back toward the railing, trying to steady his breathing. He hadn't asked for this. He hadn't wanted anything except for his island to stay suspended.
You don't have to stay.
Seren said gently. He looked at her sharply. What?
The next port we reach, you can leave.
Rick snorted.
And get scooped up in 10 minutes?
Choice matters.
Seren said, firm now. Arcton nodded once.
It does.
Kaelis stared at them. You barely know me, he said. Zephyra tilted her head.
We know enough.
And what's that?
That you reached outward.
She said simply.
Most people grab power and pull it inward.
The words hit somewhere deeper than he expected. The ship tilted slightly as it shifted currents. The sails adjusted, glowing brighter for a moment. Mireth's eyes flicked to the horizon.
We're being watched.
He murmured. Rick stiffened immediately.
Authority?
Too far to confirm.
Mireth said.
But the stream is unsettled.
Kaelis felt it too now, faint but present, a vibration in the air, like a low chord building under everything. Arcton stepped forward, voice calm but decisive.
Rix, aft stabilizers. Zephyra, adjust vector 3 degrees starboard. Seren, prep dampening field.
They moved instantly. No hesitation, no debate. Kaelis stood frozen as the crew shifted into motion. Seren passed him, pausing briefly.
Stay near the mast.
For what?
In case you feel it again.
The pulse in his chest flickered in response. Faint, uncertain. He didn't know how to control it. Didn't know if he should. The skyship surged forward as Zephyra adjusted the sails with fluid precision. Rix locked down a glowing panel along the rear hull. Myrith closed his eyes, palm hovering near the deck as if sensing something deeper than wind. Arcton joined Kaelis at the mast.
You can't go back to who you were,
the captain said quietly. Kaelis didn't look at him. I didn't ask for this.
Neither did the last Crestbearer.
Kaelis' head snapped toward him. There was another? Arcton's gaze darkened.
Yes.
What happened? A pause.
He chose unity,
Arcton said.
The world chose fear.
Before Kaelis could press further, the ether current ahead flared bright. A ripple tore through it like a wound opening. The skyship rocked violently. Kaelis stumbled, and the pulse in his chest answered again. Not fully, not explosively, but enough. Silver-blue threads flickered faintly around him, reacting to the distortion in the current. Rix glanced over his shoulder.
He's doing it again!
I'm not trying to, Kaelis shouted.
Good. Don't.
Mireth said evenly. The ripple ahead widened. For a brief, impossible second, Kaelis thought he saw something beneath the clouds, a massive shadow moving where nothing should move. Then it was gone. The current settled. The sky stilled. Silence followed. Seren exhaled slowly.
That wasn't authority.
No,
Arcton agreed.
it wasn't.
Kaelis swallowed, staring at the empty horizon. He didn't know what he'd felt, but it hadn't felt human. The wind softened again, almost deceptively gentle. Rix returned to the mast, eyeing Kaelis carefully now.
If that thing out there starts reacting to you...
Kaelis met his gaze. Then what? Rix held it for a moment, then shrugged.
Then I guess we'll find out together.
For the first time since leaving Edge Island, something steadied inside Kaelis. Not certainty, not safety, but something else, a thread. Not pulling him backward, pulling him forward. The Skybreakers sailed on, deeper into the current, and far below, in the unseen dark beneath the veil. The deep current shifted. Awake.